WWE Clash in Italy match card predictions. So WWE is running the Clash in Italy event on May 31st, 2026 in Turin, Italy. So these are going to be my Clash in Italy match card predictions. So let's get into it. Up first, I have Julia versus Rhea Ripley. So I'm going to predict that Julia is going to be in one of the women's championship matches at this event. I say that because she is Italian, so it feels like a no-brainer for WWE to feature her in kind of one of the biggest matches on this card. The crowd will obviously, the local crowd in Italy will be behind her, and it just makes sense with her spot on the roster to kind of fit her in this spot. Will be a nice showcase for her. I'm going with Rhea Ripley as her opponent, but it will be anybody who's kind of holding the women's championship at this time. Right now, I'm going to predict it's going to be Rhea Ripley, but that can kind of change. I don't see Julia winning the title here, but I think it will just be a nice showcase match for her and just kind of prove that she can go with the top women on the WWE roster. So, yeah, Julia versus Rhea Ripley is one of my match card predictions. Up next, I have Gunther versus Javon Evans. So Gunther is WWE's current top European star, so I think it's a no-brainer for them to feature him in a top match at this pay-per-view. As for who's he's going to face off against, I'm going with Javon Evans. Evans is obviously a rising star on Raw, and he's put on some great matches with a bunch of different people, including Gunther. So I'm definitely down for a rematch between them, a pay-per-view match, which just kind of raises the stakes that much more. And I think it's a spot where Evans can kind of put on a great showing and still lose and not be affected by the loss. The loss won't hurt him. Gunther's obviously going to win, but I think that they can put on a great match with Javon just still looking good in the loss. So I'm going with Gunther versus Javon Evans at this event. Up next, I have Liv Morgan versus Io Sky. So I think that Liv Morgan is going to be winning the women's championship at WrestleMania. If that happens, she will more than likely be walking into this event as the women's champion. So I'm going to go with Liv Morgan versus Io Sky happening at this event. I feel like this would be a really fun match. And with Io kind of staying on Raw, I think it makes sense to kind of keep her in the women's title picture. I would guess that if this match does happen, Liv would probably win to retain, but they'll do something to keep Io looking strong. So Liv will cheat to win, or somebody will help her. There'll be some sort of outside interference, something like that. But either way, I'm going with Liv Morgan versus Io Sky at this event. I think that you're going to do like a Liv Morgan versus Raquel Rodriguez or Liv Morgan versus Roxanne Perez at a later kind of bigger pay-per-view than this. So that's why I'm going with Liv Morgan versus Io Sky at this event. All right, so up next, I'm going with Roman Reigns versus Trick Williams. So I have Roman Reigns winning the world title at WrestleMania, and then I see him defending the title at this pay-per-view. I'm going with kind of a bit of a random match, but I'm going with Roman Reigns versus Trick Williams. I feel like it does seem a bit random, but Trick has been solid in his short WWE career, and I feel like this could be a nice showcase for Trick to kind of be in a main event match against somebody like Roman. I don't think there's any chance that Trick would ever defeat Roman and win the title from him, but I think it could be kind of more of a good showing and just a showcase for Trick that he kind of can belong with some of the top dogs in WWE. So I think it's another one, like I said, about Gunther and Javon Evans. Like, Trick can lose here and I think still look good in the loss, and Roman has another title defense against another new opponent and a fresh feud. So yeah, I'm going with Roman Reigns versus Trick Williams at this event. Okay, so up next I'm going with Drew McIntyre versus Jacob Fatu versus Cody Rhodes. So I feel like WWE's been building towards a triple threat match between these three for a while. We're not getting this match at WrestleMania 42. Cody Rhodes is facing Randy Orton as of recording this video. So this match is not happening. So I feel like it makes sense for them to maybe save it for this event. Maybe Backlash is a possibility as well, but as of right now, I feel like they could do Drew McIntyre versus Jacob Fatu versus Cody Rhodes, and it could be a really fun triple threat match. And this event is only about a month after WrestleMania, so it kind of makes sense for these three to still be involved. And maybe this is where they kind of all officially part ways after this match. But I feel like fans want to see the triple threat match at some point, so I'm gonna put it here. Um, yeah, so those are my predictions for Clash in Italy. Let me know your match card predictions in the comment section below. Love to hear from you. And yeah, please subscribe to this channel for more WWE predictions and content in the future. Thanks a lot.